Question number 9. Asta and Anna are partners in a firm. The balance sheet of firm as on 31/3/17 was as under. First of all, liabilities side. Put tick on capitals. Workmen compensation fund. Investment fluctuation fund. Will we distribute provident fund between the partners? No, it's a liability. It's not a reserve. Okay? Only workmen compensation fund and investment fluctuation fund will be distributed. Asset side, put tick on goodwill, cash, advertisement campaign expenditure, and profit and loss account. What does asset side profit and loss account indicate? Accumulated loss. Are you all clear with this? So these things we will record first, then we'll continue with the further question. Any confusions so far? Now, we are not asked journal entries, but we'll discuss the journal entries because in exams they can be asked. Now, majority questions will not be doing the journal. In fact, all the questions will be doing only these things. But in exams they can ask journal. So, very first of all, which two things do we write with the three? Very first step, which two things do we record? Capital and Krishna? With the three, repeat. Capital and cash balance we record first. Capital, which side will always write? Credit side. Cash always debit side. Okay. Did you put tick on all those items? So capital, credit side, by balance brought down 76,048,400. Can you all see that on the liabilities side? And cash balance is 16,000. Can you see it on the asset side, everyone? Once again, every question will start with these two things. First, capital balance. Second, cash balance. Got it, everyone? Initial 3-4 questions you'll find it lengthy. Then once you get the grip, in one period we must be able to solve 2 questions after that. After 2 to 3 lectures, one period we must be able to solve at least 2 questions. Okay. Now, liabilities side, workmen's compensation fund. I told you yesterday, whenever workmen and investment fluctuation fund are given, workmen compensation fund and investment fluctuation fund, always CD adjustments, because you'll minus if there is any claim in case of workmen and loss in case of investments. Do you have any workers claims adjustment? Yes. Look at adjustment number 4. The claim of workmen accident compensation is accepted at 3,200. So you'll minus that. Liability side from workmen's compensation fund 4,800 to minus 3,200. 1,600. Means right there minus 3,200. So 1,600 only we will distribute between the partners. This we did in the last chapter also. In objective questions, distribution of reserves. Okay. Same way, look at adjustment 5. Anna will take over investments at 19,200. Asset side, what is investments? 20,000. But Anna will take at 19,200. So what is the loss? 800. That we will recover from investment fluctuation fund. So liability side, investment fluctuation fund also write down there minus 800. Means what will you distribute between the partners? Only remaining 800. Did you understand this? I repeat it one more time. Claim of workers is 3,200. So workmen's compensation fund 4,800 minus claim 3,200. We will distribute between the partners only 1,600. Investments are taken over at 19,200. 20,000 investment taken at 19,200. So there is a loss of 800. There is a loss of 800. So investment fluctuation fund 1,600 minus investments loss 800. We will distribute between the partners only 800. Any confusions in that? All are clear with this? So workmen's compensation fund, the way what will be the journal entry? We will be doing everything with journal entries. No need to turn the pages, you must remember last chapter also we have done it, you read it 100 times. Disha?
Workmen's compensation fund to Asta's capital and to Anna's.
Yes. Last chapter itself we studied reserves account debit, profit and loss account debit, capital reserve, contingency reserve, workmen, so many things we debit into partners capital. You don't remember that? Workmen's compensation fund account debit to Asta's capital account to Anna's capital. To Asta and to Anna means in partners capital we will write it on credit side. By workmen compensation fund. Now 4800 minus 3200 we have to distribute 1600. See before the balance sheet. Is any ratio of profit given?
No.
Means equal. So 1:1 will distribute. 3200 into 1 by 2, 1600. 3200 into 1 by 2, 1600. No ratio is given. Sorry, 4800 minus 3200, 1600. So 1600 into 1 by 2, 800. 1600 into 1 by 2, 800. Is everyone clear with this? Now we are ended. The journal entry is actually, one more thing, how much of claim did we minus? That will come on liability side. Workers claim, which we have to pay 3200 is our liability. In the last chapter also, last question, if you have not shown it on liability side, your balance sheet won't have it. Okay, now, the journal entry would be actually workers compensation fund account debit 4800 to workers claim account. We would transfer this 3200 and to Asta's capital account 800 to Anna's capital account 800. In case if journal entries were asked, you would not simply write the journal entry, workmen's compensation fund 1600 to Asta to Anna. This is the journal entry you would write. Workmen's compensation fund account debit 4800, we transfer to workers claim 3200 into Asta's capital account and to Anna we distribute 1600 in equal ratio. Got it everyone? Note down this. I am going to give you objective questions in homework. Actually, only long questions we'll do in the class. There, this journal entries are asked. So, you must understand it. So, effects, workmen compensation fund account debit gets closed. Two workers claim we show it on liability side. And partners capital we show it partners capital on credit side. Understood that portion, everyone? Anyone having any doubt in this? Same way. Investments fluctuation fund is also to be distributed. Here, what will be the entry for investment fluctuation funds distribution?
Investment fluctuation fund account debit to Asta's capital account to Anna's capital.
Correct. To Asta and to Anna's capital means partners capital will write it on credit side by investment fluctuation fund. But how much are we going to distribute? 800. 1600 minus loss of investments 800. So what we are going to distribute is only 800. 800 into 1 by 2 400 and again 800 into 1 by 2 400. Understood this everyone? Any confusions? Now here the journal entry would be investment fluctuation fund account debit with full 1600 to investments account 800 to Asta's capital account 400 to Anna's capital account 400. Did you understand this portion everyone? This would be the journal entry here. Effects. Investment fluctuation fund account debit 1600 gets closed. Two investments minus from investments, but we don't show it right now because as such investments are taken over by the partner, so it will not appear in the balance sheet. Investment account will also get closed. So as such two investments we minus. If it was not taken by the partner but only the market value had fallen down by 800, then we would have subtracted from investments. But we are not showing that because it is taken over by ANA, so it will not appear in the balance sheet. Okay. To Asta's capital and to ANA's capital and partner's capital account on debit side. If partner had not taken over, but only the investments value had fallen down, what would you do with this 800? Minus from investments. That claim we have shown on liability side with minus from investments. Understood this? Liabilities is done now. Asset side, goodwill 8,400. Nandini, what is the first thing I made you write in the goodwill? Whatever goodwill appears in balance sheet will be closed. Old partners capital account debit to goodwill account. You said Asta to ANA to goodwill. Okay, write that entry first. Old partners capital account debit to goodwill account in old ratio 100 times like that. Now Asta and ANA's capital account debit means in partners capital will show it on debit side. Opposite account to goodwill account. Who is continuously talking? Continuously I can hear the noise in between. 8,400 will distribute in equal ratio, so 4,200, 4,200. 8,400 into 1 by 2, 8,400 into 1 by 2. Did all of you understand this? Any confusion so far? Then cash balance we have already written. Okay? Akanksha, advertisement campaign expenditure 3,200.
Asta's capital account debit, ANA's capital account debit to advertisement.
Yes, Asta's capital account debit, ANA's capital account debit to advertisement campaign expenditure. So again, partner's capital account debit means we'll write it on debit side to advertisement campaign expenditure account. Okay, the amount of advertisement campaign is 3,200. So 3,200 into half 1,600. Again 3,200 into half 1,600. Understood that everyone? And profit and loss account is an accumulated loss. So Pooja,
Asta's capital account debit, ANA's capital account debit to profit and loss.
last chapter we studied the accumulated loss and the partner's capital account debit to profit and loss. So partner's capital account debit side to profit and loss account 4,000 into half 2,000. Again 4,000 into half 2,000. Equal ratio. Understood this everyone? So always very first thing what we have to do in the solution. Very first you will record which two things? Capital balance and cash balance. Then liability side reserves and asset side fictitious assets and goodwill will be distributed between the parties. Put your pens now. Shortcut method you remember. Whatever comes in balance sheet left side, write it in partner's capital right side. Whatever comes in balance sheet right side, write it in partner's capital left side. Opposite side. What all is in balance sheet left side? Workmen's compensation fund and investment fluctuation fund. That will come in partner's capital on right side. What all is on the right side? Goodwill, advertisement campaign, profit and loss. Here it will come on the opposite side, left side. Are you okay with this portion, everyone? Any confusions? But journal entries should be remembered, they can be asked in exams. Now, balance sheet, all the items are treated. Look at the adjustments. They admitted Sonu as a new partner on 1/4/17 on the following condition. Sonu will bring capital of 80,000 as a capital and 7,200 as a share of goodwill in cash. First of all, combined entry for this we have done it earlier. Sonu will bring 80,000 of capital and 7,200 as her share of goodwill in cash. So yesterday itself we did the combined entry. Divyaji, what was the combined entry? Renu. Combined entry. This one.
Cash account to Sonu's account to premium for goodwill account.
Our share 100 times the. Okay, Divyaji. Is this not a combined entry for bringing capital and premium? Sit down, Renuka. Correct. Cash account debit to Sonu's capital account to premium for goodwill. Did you understand this? Cash account debit. So in cash account we'll write on debit side to Sonu's capital account 80,000. Be attentive. To premium for goodwill account 7,200. Any confusions? Now, opposite effect will give only for capital because we are not making premium for goodwill account. So, to Sonu's capital means in partner's capital will write down credit side by cash account in Sonu's column 80,000. Any confusions in this? Now this premium for goodwill, when he brings, we always have to pass two entries and we write 1A and B. 1A cash account debit to premium for goodwill. And what is the second entry? Premium for goodwill account debit. Gaining partners capital account debit. You always remember that complete concept. Premium for goodwill account debit, gaining partners capital account debit to old partners capital account and sacrifice ratio. First we have to find sacrifice ratio. Always goodwill means you have to find the sacrifice ratio. Now, when would sacrifice ratio be same as old ratio? When old ratio and new partner's share is given means below the balance sheet the language should have been they admitted Sonu with 1/4, 1/3 something like that share, which is not given. Can you see adjustment to new ratio is given? So as we did yesterday, first we will have to find sacrifice ratio. Asta, Anna, Sonu. What is the old ratio? 1 is to 1. 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Sonu is admitted. What is the new ratio? 4 is to 3 is to 3. 4 by 10, 3 by 10, 3 by 10. Are you all clear with this?
Yes.
And sacrifice ratio we'll have to find old ratio minus new ratio. Okay. 1 by 2 minus 4 by 10. 1 by 2 minus 3 by 10. Okay, here 1 by 2 minus 4 by 10, 1 by 2 minus 3 by 10. Any confusion in this? Now 2 and 10. So, Swara, what is the LCM? No, 10 itself is the LCM. Common is there. 10 itself is the LCM. Further, tell me the numerator.
10 minus 3.
Silence everyone.
5 minus 3.
Yes, silence everyone. 10 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2. Swara. 5 into 1. 5. I explained this shortcut to you. And 10 divided by 10. 1 into 4. 4. Are you all clear with this? Swara, tell me for the other one. LCM is 10. 10 divided by 2, 5 into 1, 5. Minus 10 divided by 10, 1 into 3, 3. Silence. Will we do it for Sonu? Only old ratio sacrifices to be obtained. So 5 minus 4, 1 by 10. 5 minus 3, 2 by 10. 1 is to 2 is the sacrifice ratio. If you remove the denominator 10, then 1 is to 2 is the sacrifice ratio. Are you all clear with this?
Yes.
So this premium 7,200, no one is gaining. This premium 7,200 we have to distribute in the ratio of 1 is to 2. Now what will be that 1B entry? There is no gain then. Premium for goodwill account debit to old partners capital account in sacrifice ratio. To old partners capital, so partners capital on credit side by premium for goodwill account 7,200 we will distribute in sacrifice ratio. So 7,200 into 1 by 3, 2,400. 7,200 into 2 by 3, 4,800. In bracket mention sacrifice ratio. 7,200 in sacrifice ratio. Did all of you understand this portion? Anyone having any confusion in this? So two entries of goodwill are done. Cash account debit to premium for goodwill to old partners capital account in sacrifice ratio. Any confusion so far? All up there up till here?
Yes, sir.
Then third adjustment. Goodwill is valued at 40,000. Now be attentive. Last question, goodwill's value was not given. So we assume that whatever 24,000 was brought by Rushil is complete share. Actually the goodwill's value would have been 60,000 and 2/5 was brought by which was 24,000. Last question, goodwill's value was not given, but here it is given. What is new partner's share?
3 by 10.
So 40,000 is 3 by 10. 40,000 is the value of goodwill. 40,000 is 3 by 10, 12,000. Sonu's share in goodwill is 12,000. But Sonu has brought only 7,000.
200.
So what will we do?
We take on his capital.
4,800 will take from his capital. It's a mixed method. That next entry will, second alternative will also come. 4,800 we will have to take from his
Capital.
Understood that? I repeat it. What is the difference in previous question and this question? Previous question, value of goodwill in adjustment was not given. Here it is given. So 40,000 is 3 by 10. Sonu's share is 12,000, but he has brought only 7,200. So remaining 4,800 we will take from his capital. Okay. So working note 4. First show Sonu's share in goodwill is 40,000 into 3 by 10, 12,000. Okay, minus cash brought 7,200. So remaining 4,800 you have to take from his capital. Her capital. Is everyone clear with this? Now, raise your hand. What will be the journal entry when you take the money from capital and it does not bring cash? New partner's capital account debit to old partner's capital. We take from his capital. So instead of cash, it will become new partners. Premium as such gets cancelled. Old partners will get the benefit in sacrifice ratio. So new partner means Sonu's capital account debit. Silence. With what amount he has to bring? We have to take from his capital now.
4,800.
And two old partners means to Asta's capital account and to Anna's capital account. Again, this also you have to distribute in which ratio? Sacrifice ratio. So 1:2 you will distribute 4,800 into 1 by 3, 4,800 into 2 by 3, 1,632. Are you all clear with this? Remember, we have distributed it in sacrifice ratio. Did all of you understand this equation? So whole goodwill summary is covered in this question. Goodwills we have closed also. Premium is also brought. And third alternative, which we had in the summary, that he has not brought some amount that we take from his capital. Everything of goodwill what we studied in the summary is covered in this single question. Understood that? Now posting of this entry is also important, so be attended. First of all, Sonu's capital account debit. So amount will come in debit side in Sonu's column. Sonu's capital account debit. So amount will come in debit side in Sonu's column. In particulars, you write both the opposite account, to Asta and to Ana. So in particulars, write to Asta's capital account. In Sonu's column, 1600, and again to Ana's capital account. In Sonu's column, 3200. In bracket, mention goodwill. This is the difference amount of goodwill which she did not bring in cash. Did everyone understand this? And to Asta and to Ana's capital account means credit side amount will come in Asta and Ana's column.
By Sonu.
Yes. To Asta and Ana's capital means credit side amount will come in Asta and Ana's column. Opposite by Sonu's capital account. So something like contra entry what we studied in the last year, cash book. In Asta's column 1600, Ana's column 3200. Did all of you understand this portion?
Yes.
Posting is also important, okay? So first three adjustments are done. Everyone is clear with goodwill's concept? If partner brings goodwill in cash, well and good. If it does not bring, we take from his capital. Here his share is 12,000 and he has brought 7,200, so remaining 42,800 we take from his capital. Got it everyone? Next. Fourth is already done. We have already written 3,200 on liabilities and we have seen his journal entry also. Fifth, Ana will take over investments at 19,200. So, who is Ana? Ana is the fantastic. Salute to her. Ana is a partner. Definitely Ana is a partner. Ana is the receiver. They are doing accounts. Ana has taken investments for 19,200. So Ana is the receiver. Debit the receiver. Ana's capital account debit. And investments goes out. Credit what goes out to investments account. Are you okay with this journal entry? Ana's capital account debit. So Ana's capital account on debit side to investments account. In Ana's column 19,200. And to investments means the investments account gets closed. Already 800 we credited in investment fluctuations fund entry. Now you credit 19,200. So that 20,000 of investments will not come on the asset side. It is taken over by the partner. Understood that? So single effect only we get. Because investments are no more there in the firm, it will not come on the asset side. Any confusions in that? All up there, Ophelia? Next. Accrued interest on investment 2,400 is not recorded. First of all, what do you mean by accrued interest? Outstanding income. Okay. Kailash, outstanding income, what is the journal entry?
Outstanding income upon debit to revaluation.
Correct. Outstanding income to income, I told you to income will become to revaluation. So accrued interest on investment account debit to revaluation account. To revaluation means revaluation on credit side by accrued interest on investment 2,400. Okay. And where will we show accrued interest outstanding income on balance sheet? Asset side. Accrued interest on investment 2,400. Are you okay with this portion, everyone? Any confusions in this? Then accepted bills payable of 2,000 which was drawn by creditors is not recorded. Now here it will have no effect on revaluation. It's a normal journal entry. We studied in last year in the chapter of bills that we have accepted bills payable from creditors. So they draw a bill on us, we have accepted. We will accept and return it back to the creditors. Creditors are the receiver, debit the receiver, creditors account debit, bills goes out, credit what goes out to bills payable account. Okay, normal entry what we studied in the last year. We studied in the form of drawer and drawing. So here creditor. Okay, creditor account debit to bills payable account 2000. Any confusion in this? Now creditor account debit, what will be the effect? Minus from creditor because it's a credit balance but we debit. Put tick on creditors. Creditors 12,000 minus bills accepted 2,000, so 10,000, and 2 bills payable means plus in bills payable. Put tick on bills payable. It's a credit balance and we credit it again, so add in bills payable. 6,000 plus bills accepted 2,000, so 8,000. Understood this, everyone? Okay, what will be the journal entry for this? Creditors account debit to bills payable account. Creditors account debit minus from creditors to bills payable, add in bills payable. Any confusions? Next. 8th one, market. No, you don't mark it. Book value of land and building is 20% less than its market value. So, Irva, entry for this. Revaluation account debit to land and building. What amount? Silence, everyone. 40,000 minus 20%, 32,000 means we'll pass it with 32,000. Entry. With what amount? 8,000. So 40,000 is 20%, 8,000. Correct. Very good. Be attentive, everyone. First of all, it is a profit, not a loss. Read the language carefully. Book value is less than market value. So can I say market value is more than the book value?
Yes.
It is not given market value is 20% less than the book value. Book value means the value appearing in the books. What is the value appearing in the book? 40,000? That is 20% less than the. So that means market value is more than the book value. Now is it a profit or a loss? Profit. The language itself is reversed. Normally they say value of land and building is 20% less. Then we directly say it's a loss. But here it is given book value is 20% less than the market value. Means market value is more than the book value. So is it a profit or a loss? It's a profit. Are you okay with this? Now how to find this profit? Suppose the market value of land and building is 100. Minus how much is book value less 20%. So what would be the book value? 80. Suppose market value is 100. Book value is 20% less than the market value. So what would be the book value? 80. In the balance sheet, what is the value of land and building? Is that the book value or the market value? Book value is 40,000. What will be the market value? 40,000 into 100 divided by 80. 40,000 into 100 divided by 80, that is 50,000. Any confusion in this? Now tell me, if book value is 40,000, market value is 50,000, then is it a profit or a loss? Profit of what amount? 10,000. Okay, market important. It's vice versa, reverse information given. Normally the information has been given market value is less than the book value. But here it is given book value is less than the market value. All of you are clear with this portion? Once again, suppose the market value is 100 minus book value is 20% less means it is 80. When book value is 80, market value is 100. Asset side, land and buildings value is 40,000. So what would be its market value? 40,000 into 100 upon 80? 50,000. Book value 40, market value 50, so profit of 10,000. Profit means you'll credit revaluation. What you'll debit is land and building. So the journal entry will be land and building account debit to revaluation account. Understood that? Two revaluations, so write it on credit side by land and building account 10,000 and land and building account is a debit balance and you debit it again. Land and building account debit. So add in land and building, put tick on land and building. Land and building 40,000 plus appreciation 10,000. So outer column 50,000. Did you understand this portion, everyone?
Yes.
Anyone having any confusion in this?
No.
So profit means it will come in revaluation on credit side and market value of land and building is more. So add in land and building. Okay. Further, out of insurance premium paid, 4,800 is for next year. That's
Prepaid insurance premium account debit to revaluation.
yes, next year means prepaid. Prepaid insurance premium account debit to revaluation. Two revaluations, so credit side by prepaid insurance premium 4,800. And where will prepaid come? Asset side. Prepaid insurance premium 4,800. Understood this, everyone? All the adjustments are done. What we used to do after the adjustments? Untake the items. Liability side, provident fund 6,400. Then bad debt reserve. Now bad debt reserve, if in the question they minus from debtors, you also minus from debtors. If they show it on liability side, you also show it on liability side. Whatever is done in the question, you do the same in the solution. Liability side 8,000, so you also write it on liability side. Bad debts reserve 8,000. Both the alternatives are correct. Okay, but you follow what is given in the question. Asset side, what is untaked is machinery 32,000. Then stock
14.
okay, stock 14,400. Yes, Ravnani, what happened? Yes, Ravnani, what is the confusion? Then debtors 25,200. Stop discussing in between. Any doubts, ask you to be only. That's it. Asset side. Anything else I take? Investments you did not take. Put tick on that. It's taken by Anna. It will not come in the balance sheet now. Put tick on investments. They are taken over by Anna, so the account gets closed. Are you all clear with this? Now, revaluation will go in partners capital on opposite side. Partners capital's closing balance will come on liability side. Cash closing balance will come on asset side and it must tally. 10, 12, 16, 17, 200. Equally, so 8,600, 8,600. Two partners capital account. In bracket profit Asta 17,200 half 8,600. Anna again half of 17,200 8,600. Any confusion in this? Old ratio, old partners. You distributed only between old partners and old ratio. Opposite side in partners capital by revaluation account 8,600 and 8,600. Now partners capital 76, 77, 200, 79, 600, 81,200 and 90,000, 89,800?
Yes.
89,800. 49,200, 600, 54,400,
6,200.
60
6,200.
and 80,000. $89,800, 66,200, 80,000. 89,800 minus 7,800, 82,000.
Yes. 39,200. 75,000.
Okay, 82,000, 39,200, 75,200, two balance carried down. There is a closing balance of capital. Where will we write the closing balance of capital? Liabilities side. Capitals. Asta 82,000. Anna 39,200. And Sonu 75,200.
1,96,400.
1,96,400. And 196, 199, 209, 217, 223, 231, 232.
Yes.
Same on both the sides. No, assets closing balance. Sorry.
103,200.
1,03,200 will be cash closing balance. Buy balance carried down. That will also come on asset side. Cash